Hey guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We paint from the heart. We have a ball. I tell you what, we're still working on this kind of background. We haven't moved to the middle ground yet. We're still working on these trees and kind of where our pastures are going to lay. And, but you know, that last stroke over there, that light shining across through there on top of those hills, where's the light hitting? Like right behind that barn. We know it is because it's throwing. And see how that kind of creates that ridge going up here a little bit, and then it's going to roll up here a little bit. Move that around, paint into it. So we got that light green. We got a green with some white in it. Put a little bit of a yellow ochre, some sunshine color, and oh yeah, let's get a little bit of that in there. Under where our horse is going to be standing over there. I got a little surprise going to be right there. We'll do that when we get there. You'll have to see that. You'll appreciate what we're going to put in there. And you know what, that's not a bad color for that little ridge back here. That's kind of rolling off. This is his pasture. North 40, you always hear about. I might have some livestock back up there on that North 40 somewhere. So he's got some back there behind them trees. He's got another field back there somewhere. So let's see if we can't catch a little bit of sunlight on that hill. Kind of roll the brush again. This is all background stuff. Don't we want to be able to grab it? We don't want to bring it too far into the foreground either. Let's do that. So we'll keep that pasture back there. We've got to have all these little bit different lights and colors. So we're going to use this green while we've got it. Just keep moving it around. We got to bring our foreground. Well, we don't want to get into that yet. We're going to stay back here. Let's work on what we got back here. We got that good dark right there behind the barn. I'm going to put a little tree right here. That's something we haven't done yet. We need to do. We need to start cutting some tree trunks in here somewhere. Different colors. And this brush is a little bit big for that. Before I get out of this green, I want to cut a little more. I want that line. I really want that line there on that hill coming across like that. Right there behind that barn. I want a good light right there to lay that barn into. Just paint it right into that tree. We're going to put that tree right back over it. Carry a little bit out with the light sitting on the other side of that barn. So we know we're going to have a shadow coming across here. We're not worried about the shadows yet, but I want to have that kind of coming. See, this pasture is going right. My house is kind of set down a little bit farther now. Let's put a little tree down there. So we're just trying to build layers of different colors, something to work into. Does that kind of look like a ground back there a little bit? And I've got that color. The sun's hitting on some of those little trees right in there. So these are. There we go. Let's get some little trees in here. Maybe a little over here. A little tree over here the sun's hitting on. Just add some colors. Roll your brush. Just play with the colors. That's all we're doing. We're going to paint back over some of this stuff. And when I got that real light, I'm going to take some burnt sienna. Put it in here. Get some white in here. Mix it in with my green a little bit for the, let's get some more colorful grass up here. Between the split rails, and I want those split rails kind of stay. I don't want to lose my picture. So just kind of put it on and scrub it back off a little bit so I can see my rails. You're not losing it. Don't get excited. You ain't losing it. It's still there. We're going to have that going down into there a little bit. We're just trying to get colors, different colors. The more colors you have, the more depth you have. It just works. You know what? Some people are going to say, what's he doing? Where did he learn that? You know, we don't worry about that. We're painting. We paint our way. That's what I call it, painting from the heart. Everybody's a critic. Everybody's going to tell you how to do something. We don't worry about that. We have fun painting. Are we making a picture? I think so. And again, I even want more light coming up there. There we go. We got a strong light coming back there from somewhere. It's going to get right behind that barn again. I'll blend that into the paints we got going there. And one thing you'll learn about painting with acrylic, you'll learn to paint fast. It dries fast, so you'll learn. You got to get it on there, move it around, blend it in. You know, the light kind of goes back into the barn a little bit. Let's get that hillside. So that puts that light puts that hillside in front of the other. Maybe strokes. lay your ground down. Let's get right between the rails, it's gonna be light. You know where it's gonna be the darkest? Behind those rails, because it's casting that strong shadow. We gotta have that light between the rails, so our rails aren't gonna show up when we get to paint the rails. Get a little bit of green over in there. Watch this. Oh, we haven't had none of that green. Let's kind of move it around a little bit. Blend it in. I'll just turn blue with one color everywhere. And this time of year, you might even have a little bit of, let's catch a little, where are we? Burnt skin in there on some of them trees back in there. And I'm not going to do that yet. I'm afraid to kind of do that. Let's do this. Here we go. Now, that might carry something back in there. I'll tell you what, we're just on a whole nother color to this mix. This might take me a minute to straighten out. We'll carry this into the next picture and see what we can do with this. Tell you what, come back in a few minutes, we'll see what we got. Y'all come.